Hi everybody, Martin Tyler here along with Alan Smith, welcoming you to this big game today. Our next game is Genk against Juventus. When you look at Juventus these days, you tend to think of it as new Juventus, really. So much glorious history in the past, then that awful spell in the club's history. And now they've remodeled themselves and they look worthy of the name.
Yeah, they would have all been relieved to move to that new stadium, which I'm sure the players enjoy playing in much more than the old Stadio delle Alpi, which was, let's face it, a bit of a barn, a soulless barn.
So this is how the hosts line up today. 4-3-3. And they've got natural wide players in that front three with a central striker.
I think that's the key, because those lads on the flanks, it's quite a complicated job actually, because they've got to come inside, support the centre forward, and they've also got to funnel back when they haven't got the ball, so an onus on them.
The Juventus lineup then. Gigi Buffon plays in goal. Dani Alves starts with Alexandro as the fullbacks. Sami Khedira plays alongside Claudio Marchisio in the middle of the park. Gonzalo Higuain is the sole striker today. Gonzalo Higuain is still a player who attracts a lot of publicity and can get match-winning goals, can't he, at any level.
His finishing ability is spectacular. It has been down the years. I know he works hard on it in training, and you can see the results on the pitch.
So, Juventus get us underway here. Good forward play from them. Well, he's got support here. Looking to play his teammate through. Can whip it in now. And in goes the cross. I had a chance really to put that into a much more dangerous area. Has to go down as a poor cross. But he's had a go.
Well, if you don't buy a ticket, as they say, and fair play to him for having a crack.
Now the goalkeeper can maybe think about starting an attack. Leonardo Bonucci. Higuain on the attack. That's great defending there, stopping that attack. Now it goes into the wider areas where they've got a winger waiting. Makes the challenge here. That attack was looking good. Now the opposition have a chance. Khedira. Thomas Buffel. Spotted that well and intercepted. Thomas Buffel. Juventus. At the start of a game where they are strong favourites to win it. That's a poor touch and the possession's gone away. Not rushing it here. Moving from one side to the other. Mandzukic. Well, that's good support play from his teammates. Khedira! That's a fine strike, but not quite what he was hoping for.
But when he's hit it, I'm sure he would have thought that was going to bulge in the back of the net. Not quite, though.
Nice bit of interplay between these two. There's good progress with this attack.
Well, it's an important area to win back the ball, that.
Played back. Probing away, trying to find room for a shot, maybe. Cuadrado, supporting player alongside. Cuadrado! Well, he's put it away brilliantly. That kind of chance, it's come to him so early in the game, but I have to say, he reacted perfectly. Really sharp right from the off, and they've taken the lead here.
And what a finish this was. Really did put his boot through it to find the left-hand side.
Different angle on it here. And that has opened the scoring. 1-0 here. Marchisio. Khedira. This is an exercise in patience as they try to get an opening. Slip past his marker. Higuain in the middle. Defender to it first. And attacking now Juventus. Claudio Marchisio. They've coped with it well defensively. And he can clear it here. And that's a throw for Juventus. Now Dani Alves. Leonardo Bonucci. Building steadily here, keeping possession. Khedira. And now he's looking for some support. Crisp defending there. Juventus have the ball. Dybala. Marchisio. And getting into attacking positions here, Juventus. And that was a very well-timed tackle. And he's presented the ball to the opposition. Cuadrado. Now Dani Alves. Working hard just to see maybe a sight of goal. Khedira. Here's a chance to attack. Dybala. Shot on! Oh, he had a real go.
Well, you can't knock him. He was in the right place at the right time. Just couldn't provide the finishing touch.
Played down the wing. keeping the wide attack going. Khedira. Dybala. Good passing, shrewd passing, accurate passing. That's the way he earns his living. Juventus on the attack. Good play, but they've lost the ball now, and the opposition can get at them. Comes in strongly. Patience is the name of the game at the moment. It's an offside flag. Mario Mandzukic.
Manager won't be too happy with that.
Good forward play from them. Well, they've been thwarted here. That's a sign of better things to come. Cuadrado. Just working away to try and find an opening. Stopped emphatically and just as well. The approach play looked very encouraging. Mandzukic. That's very good link-up play. Real opening now. In he goes at the feet of the attacker.
Well, the attacker will feel that's a chance wasted, that, but you've got to give full marks to the keeper.
Gonzalo Higuain, confident and quality on the ball. Juventus get nicely lined up for the set-piece specialist here with this free kick. Decent defending from the defensive wall on the jump. Well, they're a goal up. Now they've got a corner here. Well, here comes the support. Defender to it first. And headed towards where a teammate can gather the ball. Trying to find a way through here, probing away. Very good passing from this team. They tried to keep it, but they haven't been able to do that. Oh, good through ball. In quickly. Good defending. Fouled by Claudio Marchisio. Cut out by the defender. A lot of defenders between them and the goal, but they still got the ball. Gone for the through pass. It's gone in very fairly and won the ball cleanly. Juventus will get the throw. Mandzukic. Here's Alexandro. Good pass, getting it forward. Well, this is great teamwork, the way they're knocking the ball around. The shot's on! They blocked it then, got the tackle in, comfortable for Ryan in goal. Marquisio. Sami Khedira. Marquisio. Nice bit of interplay between these two. This is an exercise in patience as they try to get an opening. They've coped with it well defensively. Well, they're in a good position here. Trying to thread it through here. And it's a shot now! Oh, that's typical of football, isn't it? How have they done that? There was no way it seemed that they were going to equalise. They found a route to goal. The goalkeeper, who's been beaten, is mad with his defenders. They just allowed the scorer in, and he did his job. Well, it's a goal worth replaying over and over again, isn't it? Well, he gets the credit, and the credit was being in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, I think the easiest goal he will score this entire season.
It is level. Both sides have scored here now. Sami Khedira. Higuain. Khedira. Dybala. And the pass not completed, really. That's a poor touch and the possession's gone away. Here's Dani Alves. Cuadrado. Now Dani Alves. Marquisio. Oh, he could be in. Defender to it first. So the corner to come. Not quite good enough so far, Alan.
Well, yeah, I mean, the way things are, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets substituted because he looks way below par at the moment. Hasn't had the courage to, you know, let fly from these kind of areas, and as a result, his team are level.
I don't think the corner was supposed to go there because it went straight to the opposition. Shot on! Comes out with a punch to clear the danger. And here's the shot. Somehow he saved it. Well, here's a chance to get their noses in front from the corner. Higuain. Mandzukic. On to the attack now. Well, they've been thwarted here. That's a sign of better things to come. strong challenge. Dybala. Mandzukic. Well, it's a passing game, and my word, they're passing it well here. They've lost the ball in a bad area. In towards Khedira. Looking for an opening with some good controlled build-up. Khedira! Credit for taking on the shot.
Well, what a good chance that was for him. By his standards, that's a glaring miss.
Dybala. Attacking now. Now Dani Alves. Khedira. Marchisio. Working hard just to see maybe a sight of goal. And shoots! Well, he's missed the target by some distance in the end. Out by Dani Alves. Short passes, but they're keeping the ball. Higuain. They've gone wide, chance to get the ball in the box. Marchisio. Tackle goes in. That's great defending there, stopping that attack. Thomas Buffel.
He's one of the best, Martin, at just shifting across, reading the pass.
A lot of defenders between them and the goal, but they still got the ball. Now Dani Alves. And getting into attacking positions here, Juventus. Nicely played through ball. Here's a chance to counter-attack from that wasted crop. And that's the half-time whistle from the referee. 1-1 at the break. Well, the player that we're featuring here has done well. He's certainly been an influence on this first half.
Well, he stepped forward for his team there with that equaliser, but his team haven't been, what you would say, on the best of form.
Cuadrado, supporting player alongside. Cuadrado! Trying to thread it through here. And it's a shot now! Comes out with a punch to clear the danger. And here's the shot. Somehow he saved it. So we're all set for the second half. Good interception. Good defending. Saw the pass coming and got there first. Khedira. Gonzalo Higuain. Could be dangerous. Higuain. Well, this is how this team can play. Sustained attacking football, but when they lose it, as they've done now, there's just a risk that they might get caught out. Well, that's proper defending. They can't score from there. It's out of play. Leonardo Bonucci. Dybala. Good position. They've worked this attack very well into quite a dangerous position now. Dybala. Mandzukic. Attacking now Juventus. The shot's on! Oh, that's great work by the goalkeeper. Well, he's threaded the pass through neatly. And then he went, and here's the shot. Another opportunity wasted by this team. It's still level in the match. Juventus are going to make a change here. Trying to switch on the attacking power in this situation. Trying to find a way through here, probing away. And it's a header. And that's the goal that puts them in front. In truth, Alan, this is what we expected. A dominant side, and they're showing that on the scoreline. Yeah, we don't always get what we expect, but they've been good value here. They've played well, particularly the strikers. Off we go again, 2-1. Wasteful pass, unforced error, really. Nice bit of interplay between these two. This is an exercise in patience as they try to get an opening. Well, they passed their way up into a good position here, and then just lost the concentration, lost the ball as well. Now they've got to work hard to try and get it back. There's good progress with this attack. Higuain in the middle. It goes out wide again. And that's a turnover to the opposition. Leonardo Bonucci. Juventus on the attack. Mandzukic! Good block. Keeps it going. Here the challenge is a good one. Khedira. No reason to stop the game for the referee then, and he's read the play well. Short passes, but they're keeping the ball. We've had an hour gone here, and still 30 minutes left. Good play, but they've lost the ball now, and the opposition can get at them. Now he's got the ball, what's he going to do with it? Leonardo Bonucci. Now Dani Alves. Home team ready to make a change. Possession changes feet. Return pass. They'll need to try and get the ball back now. Cuadrado. Trying to find an opening, not panicking, really trying to use the full width of the pitch here to make some progress. And shoots! Well, he's a scorer, we've seen that in this match already, and unlucky this time.
Yeah, he'll look back though and maybe think he should have done better, given the form he's in.
Well, there's going to be an alteration now, and with the team trailing, you can understand why he's going to make it. Wants to play on the shoulder of the last defender. He's just got to get it right. It's all about timing.
Just failed to look across the line.
Dybala. Miralem Pjanic. Juventus are going to make the substitution. Khedira. Comes in strongly. Just a heavy touch, the opposition could take the ball away. Good position, they've worked it. Well, let's have another look at that, because it was a very, very tight call. They were in otherwise.
Well, when I saw it, first time of asking, I thought he was on, you know, but looking at the replay, what a good decision from the linesman that was.
Just helped make this team tick today as a central defensive midfield man, and he's put a lot into it, and they're going to spare him the last few minutes.
Yeah, and I think his defenders will buy him a drink tonight, maybe, because he's protected them so well. Soft drink, obviously.
Mandzukic. It's looking good, this move. Probing away, trying to find room for a shot, maybe. And that's good support as they build this attack. Little piece of interplay between the two. That's an advantage played. Juventus take advantage of it. Brilliant team play this, with the passing, the movement off the ball to make the passing possible. Rushing it here, moving from one side to the other. It was nicely worked until that point when it broke down, and now they've got to try and regain possession. And this could be danger to the opposition from Higuain. They spread it out wide here. Chance to get some width into this attack. Tremendous understanding from these players. And here's the shot. Oh, charged down. Coming up now, a corner. The ball's just deflected behind for that. And it's a heading chance now. He's got his shot off now. We're level again here. And that's a shock equaliser, I must say. It didn't look as though they got that kind of attacking play left in them, but they've confounded us all and certainly confounded the opposition. A goal that's been put away in prime fashion.
Well, the goalkeeper did his very best, but I think he might have regrets that he didn't get hold of that.
The game restarts at 2-2. Rincon. Dybala. Cuadrado on the attack here. Brilliant football from this team. Just working away to try and find an opening. Trying to thread it through here. Here comes the challenge. Time ticking on. Just over 15 minutes to go. Here's Dani Alves. Rincon. Miralem Pjanic. A couple of teammates who are clearly on the same wavelength. They could have got through there, but the defender was absolutely on top of his game. Moving the opposition around with their play, these two players. Miralem Pjanic. Gonzalo Higuain. A return ball. Cuadrado. We're getting into attacking positions here, Juventus. Building steadily here, keeping possession. Very good passes. This team are passing the ball beautifully. Rincon. And he's got the ball away from him with the tackle. Thomas Buffel. Well, the flag's up. He's frustrated because he is caught offside. Maybe he made his run a bit too soon.
He can afford to give those defenders a yard or two, you know, because he's quicker than them.
Cuadrado. Now Dani Alves. Attacking well here. Looking for an opening with some good controlled build-up. That's a turnover in play. Tomas Rincon. Confident and quality on the ball. Now he's looking for support. Mandzukic. In quickly. Well, both managers, I think, are trying to win it here. That's why it's such a captivating contest. There's good progress with this attack. And they're passing so well out there. This is an exercise in patience as they try to get an opening. And that ball belongs to the goalkeeper. Now that's a throw. Almost a 10 out of 10. Certainly a candidate for man of the match. He's not going to play the whole match, though. Going to be substituted here now.
Yeah, he was involved in most things that were good here for his team. Top class.
Cross coming in. I had a chance really to put that into a much more dangerous area. Has to go down as a poor cross. Here's Alexandro. There is still time for either side to win this with 5 minutes left. Well, it's a passing game, and my word, they're passing it well here. Eddie Benatia. Rincon. Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch. And in goes the cross. He could do a better cross than that, I think. And it was easy to cope with. Safety first from the defender. Can't blame him for that. Good position. They've worked this attack very well into quite a dangerous position now. To put them in front, they have taken the lead here in the dying moments.
Well, this place is absolutely jumping. What a finish, and at what a stage in this match.
Juventus, a goal. It could be a winning goal. It should be a winning goal.
Yeah, that must be it for them.
Well, the atmosphere's improving now. Now the home team need to improve. They're still in with a shout.
Yeah, time is running out. It's now or never. I think they've got to lift the game.
Well, a very exciting climax to an exciting game. This could be the decider.
Well, it could be at this stage of the match. There doesn't seem much of an opportunity to come back. I think that could be decisive.
And he's got the ball away from him with the tackle. Attacking now, Juventus. The defender really putting his body on the line to stop the cross. We have got 4 added minutes.
Well, that should give these players some encouragement because they've been playing pretty well, and they just need to take the chances now.
And they've cut it out. Shot on! The shot gets blocked. And here's the shot. Great stop. They've got the lead. They've got the corner. The ball's in the right end of the pitch for them. They can do several things here. They don't have to whip it in. On the attack here. The shot's on! And this is a goal! They're in, they've scored, they're surely home and dry. Well, it's just a footnote to the match, really. It confirms the win.
Yeah, I think the goal scorer will be pleased. Another one for his tally late on the match here.
And here is another angle on that goal. Plenty of goals for the fans here. 4-2. Off we go again. And the victory today goes to Juventus. Well, undoubtedly, he was the star man today.
Well, so often we think of his creative abilities, but a couple of goals here have won the match for his team.
Cuadrado, supporting player alongside. Cuadrado! Trying to thread it through here, and it's a shot now! Comes out with a punch to clear the danger, and here's the shot. Somehow he saved it. And it's a header. And that's the goal that puts them in front. And it's a heading chance now. He's got his shot off now. Good position. They've worked this attack very well into quite a danger to put them in front. And here's the shot. Great stop. On the attack here. The shot's on. And this is a goal! They're in, they've scored, they're surely home and dry.